So just before we begin this meditation, I would like to also add to everyone who joins us on Zoom and to those of you who listen and connect on YouTube, to let you know that if you look into the description, there is a schedule for all our Zoom events. Now, from the beginning of December onwards, in addition to the meeting ID, you will also need to put in a passcode, because recently I've been having to admit everyone and you weren't able to just come in. So the passcode, I hope, will be Arcturians, and just to let you know that you will need that to be able to come into the meeting. So I'm sure you've all been feeling the energies that are coming in ever more strongly for us, almost on a daily basis. So as we've been quietly meditating together, let us return once again to our innermost being. As we breathe in and relax down into the body, we gradually move ever more deeply inwards. As we move away from the outer world, move away from our inner world, and move into our own being behind the inner world. And we find there is no limit to how deeply within we can go as we move ever more deeply inwards into our bodies and into our heart place, into the high heart, where we become increasingly aware of the energy that is held within the high heart, that it is a place of higher consciousness. And as we focus now upon the high heart, we find deep, deep within the high heart that single point of stillness. It is from this single point of stillness, so deep within the high heart, that everything opens up for us. We cannot get it, we cannot do it, we can only surrender to it, allow it to be given by grace. For there is nothing to do here, simply the stillness of beingness, of consciousness, ever expanding. The Arcturians are with us, of course, in the structures of the crystal temple are forming around our circle. You may see, sense or feel or visualize the structures of light, the geometries, the colors, but feel its consciousness. For this temple is a replica of the one on Arcturus, lowered, of course, to a much lower vibration. It leads us into the fifth dimension. As you become more aware of the crystal temples surrounding our circle, surrounding each one. You begin to experience its consciousness, the frequency which it brings, and as your frequency rises, so the frequency of the crystal temple rises with you. You may already be aware of the Arcturians present with you. You feel their gentleness, their softness and kindness, and the joy which they feel in being able to assist you. As blue light surrounds you, the Arcturian blue light. So let us come together through the heart. The Arcturians, of course, are in our circle as they help us to make that heart connection, as we allow the heart energy to flow around our circle. The energy of everyone's high heart flowing through the circle, bringing us all together. We ourselves feel the joy of this connection, coming into oneness with each other through the heart. You feel its warmth of connecting, a closeness, as the love of the heart is received by all. So as you give your heart energy, your love to our circle, you also allow yourselves to receive this love as you soften, as you let go, allowing yourselves to be tender, that you may not only give love, but receive love. It comes in the stillness of your heart. The crystal temple is filled with such immense love. You no longer feel so separated. And that's a wonderful feeling. Having lived so long with the suffering of separation. So let us move up now to the higher mind at the top of the head, where we all send out the connection through the higher mind to all in our circle. High heart and higher mind, creating a powerful group energy. Already you experience yourselves in a higher frequency, glimpsing into the 5th dimension and beyond. Allow yourselves to experience how it feels. No need to comment, to talk, to bring words. You feel it in your experience throughout your spinal column, down into your foundation, your pelvic area. So as we rest in our experience, the beautiful Arcturians that are with us, as you may be experiencing, are adjusting our energy bodies, bringing us into alignment, into balance. And the consciousness of the temple becomes more and more tangible. It is the consciousness which is not only outside of you, but also within you, within your high heart. And their blue light, working with your aura, is cleansing and clearing your energy field of lower vibrational energies. Your 4 bodies, emotional and mental, physical and spiritual, are all coming into alignment, in balance with each other. As this higher alignment takes place, we ask for the higher mind and high heart to come into perfect alignment and work as one, heart and mind, coming into unity, into oneness. And a powerful energy is experienced within the center of the head. And as you have your focus there, also bring your focus to your base chakra and your pelvic area. You're all now feeling clearer and lighter as we continue to raise your frequency. A shimmering energy from below your feet, moving upwards through your aura. You become lighter and lighter, clearer and clearer. You gaze upon the brilliant crystal in the center of the temple, in the middle of our circle, and as you gaze upon it, its light becomes more and more brilliant. The temple masters from Arcturus are transmitting to you through this crystal into your third eye. Your body relaxes ever more deeply as these transmissions move through your heart and throughout your body and throughout your chakras. Every cell receiving this transmission. Each of your chakras is receiving more clearing and activations. Every cell of your body is receiving this communication. There's no need, of course, to know in your mind what is taking place, what you are receiving. All that is required of you is simply to be open to receive, to let go, and allow the process to simply take place for you. As you receive this higher communication, your consciousness is entering into higher aspects of self, higher frequencies of self. As you surrender to it, surrendering to the divine flowing through you, you enter into the bliss and the peace of the fifth dimension. The energies simply pulse through you, simply move in waves, for it's never static, always in motion, as it flows through you, as it flows through our circle. The Temple Masters are communicating simultaneously with all dimensions of self, including your subconscious. You may be experiencing particular areas, particular chakras, where more is taking place, but you do not interfere. You allow this higher consciousness, higher intelligence, to do what it needs to do. You feel the peace within and the stillness. No need to do anything. And all is bliss. That frequency of the fifth dimension and beyond is beauty, divine love, and bliss. Here you know yourself to be consciousness. That you are a being of light, simply residing in a physical body. Your attachment to the body is different. You know that you are not your body, and yet you feel love and gratitude for this body, which allows you human experience. And this physical body needs your love, your care, your appreciation. So we would like to invite you now to travel to our healing chambers on our starship Athena, if you would like to come. We place around you and around our circle a corridor of Arcturian blue light, which we send down from our starship Athena. Helio eyes there, members from the Council of Elders, so Athena leads us up as we gradually rise up into the corridor through our third eye. We focus upon Athena and simply project our consciousness into the starship where we've all arrived in our etheric bodies. You immediately notice the beautiful energy within this starship Athena, and the beautiful energy of the Arcturians that come to greet you. Helio's energy is a very feminine one, loving, nurturing, and great kindness. And the blue light is all around you, and the blue light fills your aura. You are almost overwhelmed by the experience of being somewhere that is so beautiful. But at the same time, you take it in, more and more of it. Your frequency is going even higher, and you are now led into a healing chamber. It's filled with the most beautiful blue light. And the Arcturians that will be working with you greet you warmly. You are invited to either sit or lie as you prefer. And you find yourself feeling so safe, so relaxed, and that so much baggage seems to have left you. You are coming more and more into the present moment. Your I am presence grows stronger and stronger. I am. You've never felt so light before. And more of the past is falling away. This is what you have always wanted. This is where you have always wanted to be. You realize that everything is an inner experience, that all is found within. And as you continue to be cleared and activated, it becomes so simple to simply be within your heart, within your body, in pure love and joy. Here you have left behind all your attachments to the third dimension. You have a choice to be in the new frequency of the new earth, or to continue to be in your old behaviors. And you have chosen to be in the new frequency of the new earth. And here in our healing chambers, we continue to assist, amplifying for you the frequency and the energies of the new earth, and communicating with your subconscious, assisting you in releasing your attachments to the old self. For it is a new self which is blossoming within you day by day. It is so familiar, for it is the self you have always been. The ego self became so strong. And yet, it lets go more and more as it feels the embrace of the divine love of self. No longer do you need to live in the survival mode of the lower chakras. Fear can leave you now as you choose to live from your light, your essence, your heart. We align you with the central sun and amplify for you the divine mother energy from the center sun. The whole of our ship Athena is experiencing the divine light of Mother God. Simply let it in. It is the blue light, and within it a brilliant diamond white. As it enters into your crown and third eye, Allow it to move down into your heart. And experience, allow this blue and diamond white light to expand within you, filling all your chakras, every cell of your body, the whole of your aura. And Gaia, from her heart and core, is also connecting to you, to our starship. As a column of light moves from her core upwards into Athena. As the Divine Mother is received into your being, allow yourself to experience dissolving into oneness with this divine feminine. From the central sun to Gaia's core, from Gaia's core to the central sun, passing through Athena, you merge into this energy in bliss, which is what you have been missing. All harshness, all barriers simply dissolved away in the safety of the Divine Mother. Let it fill your being. Let it move through all your chakras and become a part of you once more. That it will be anchored within. It allows you to live from your heart, creating a new world. A new experience, a new perception. And an intense fluorescent blue light is working with you, for you. And from your base chakra and your connection to Gaia's upward flow, the energy moves, pulsing upwards, flowing upwards through your central column and through your aura. You merge into it, dissolve into it, as all resistance falls away. You simply are. I am. And you experience the feminine aspect of the Christ consciousness. And in order to assist you in holding this higher place within, you have available to you the support and the energies of Kuan Yin. Of Mary Magdalene, of Gaia, of ourselves, the Arcturians, and the beings of many star systems. Venus, of course, and the beings of Venus who constantly send in the most beautiful pink light. And your sun sends the golden light continuously, the Christed consciousness in perfect balance of masculine and feminine. Jesus Ananda, as he enters now into your heart, wonderful to experience the fifth dimension. Only love, only light, only peace, only beauty. Peaceful and blissful. And you are learning as we teach you, assist you and guide you to be within this beautiful world of the fifth dimension, while existing in your human self in a physical body. So we will leave now the healing chambers and Athena as we bring you all back together within your circle on Athena. And you look down at the corridor of blue light as we begin to guide you downwards into this corridor. As you come closer and closer to your physical body and slowly enter in perfect alignment, moving down through the body into your foundation, your pelvic area, and down into your feet, and the earth below your feet. Still connected to Gaia's heart and core. And as you bring the fifth dimension into yourselves, your physical self, you hold that connection to Gaia as you gift it to Gaia. Bringing the fifth dimension into the earth. And you see yourselves as a column of light. And this light is moving throughout the crystalline grid. As you see this brilliant light traveling through all the meridians, all the ley lines, and the new crystalline grid, through the earth and around the earth, the fifth dimension within the third dimension. As the 3D matrix is gradually cleared of fear, that the third dimensional world gradually wakes up to the fifth dimension, which is all around it. So feel yourselves in oneness with Gaia. Feel that balance and harmony within. Surrender to the divine above and below. The sensation of the body is very pleasurable. Your I am presence, so much more in the now moment, no longer held by the past. And you are within this human world a being of light, of love, and of joy, and all is wonderful as you gradually begin to open your eyes